Hey everybody, welcome back to Obscurities in Miniature. I am your host, High Lord Tamerlane, bringing you today some of the Minipla from the local supermarket. This is the Kishiryu 5 Knights, which I believe is from the most recent Super Sentai show. So if you're not familiar with the Super Minipla here, what they are is basically supermarket kits that are going to build up plastic models of whatever the newest Sentai model, robot, hero, thingy is. So in this case we have the Tiramigo, which is some sort of amigo. I don't know what it is. I haven't watched a Sentai show with my kids in years, but we have a big giant robot T-Rex. So how could I say no? Well, one way I could say no is the fact that you need to buy all three. And so these kits start to rack up pretty quickly in terms of price because, well, you got to have all of them in order to really build it. Now it shows 8 here. You actually need 3 to build the T-Rex, and then 4 and 5 here are actually going to be his extra weapons. And then if you have all the others, you get to build the big, colossal monstrosity. So anyway, this is a Bandai tradition for the last, I don't know, at least 10, 12 years, if not more so that I can remember. They sell these in the supermarket. You gotta get at least 3 or 4 of them in order to have the complete model. And I'll pop open the first one here just to show you, because they're all pretty much the same. So upon opening it, it is an honest-to-goodness plastic model kit with colored sprues, your requisite Romanik candy. But you'll notice there's no instructions. That's because, well, I just tore it. The instructions are hidden on the inside of the box. So here you can see how to put those parts together and then how to build our Tiramigo down here. And you can see the parts which come from which set. So, okay. And then when you're ready and you have everything in the set, you can see here how to build the Super Deluxe combination version. What's funny is, back in the day, there used to be actual printed instructions for the combinations of the robots, as opposed to just having everything on the box. Now, this doesn't look like much, does it? I have a set of decals here, and the stickers themselves, I shouldn't say decals, these are just stickers, but they're pretty decent quality. They tend to hold pretty well. Now, looking at that doesn't look like much, but that's because, obviously, I'm not having all the parts out yet. And when you start adding in all the other kits, that one little runner starts to get a lot more impressive. So here, yeah, it actually is a fair amount of work. So I'm going to get started on this. We're going to build up all the pieces and we'll put them together in just a moment here, now that I have to sort out this mess. So here you can see the contents of our first box. Literally, it's just the head and the tail. And it bears pointing out that sometimes with these supermarket models, you don't have a completed, sealed in plastic. You have a lot of these empty joints. So if you're really into the hardcore filling in, you could probably just cover that up. And they might have stickers. I didn't even look. I'm just going to go ahead and paint it when I get home. So I'm not going to bother with the stickers. The plastic itself, pretty sturdy, pretty flexible. So that's always nice. One thing I forgot to mention is that you actually don't even need any sprue cutters or anything. It just really just pops off the plastic runners. It's really simple. But as you can see, with just one box, you don't get a whole lot. You kind of need the entire set. So I'm going to keep building here. Let's get to the second box. The second box, I believe, is going to be the arms. So we'll do the arms next, and we'll go from there. All right, so now we got our arms and our chest all built up. Again, I don't have any of the decals on because I'm going to paint it later. But you can see there's pretty decent flexibility between the shoulders, the elbows, the wrist. These parts right here on top of the arm didn't really want to go on together correctly for the shoulder pads, but it's all modular anyway, so I'm not going to really worry about it. You can see already the forming. The pieces want to cooperate, that is, of our robot friend. And he's going to be quite big when he's finished. He doesn't have a head yet. Well, he does, but it's a rather unfinished part. So you can see, just to get a good size, I'm going to go ahead and start building the legs in just a moment, and we will see what he looks like when he's all done. All right, we got our legs all finished up here. Not the most exciting to look at. You can see it's got the Tyrannosaurus Tiramigo claws facing forward, and then basically in the reverse that you have the actual robot legs. And the knees are actually for the robot too, which is kind of cool. So this was the third box, and if we just happen to grab the materials from the first and second box, and if I can get them on camera, we end up with our Tiramigo. So you can see, good size model with our Space Marine for scale. He's obviously, you know, gonna give you a bit of bang for your buck there. And I have not even tried setting him up in robot mode, so give me a moment, I'm gonna look at the directions there. There is very limited posability in this, but again, it's a supermarket model. It's not designed for, you know, super posability or anything. It's designed for durability and surviving, you know, the typical 5-year-old. They have their Super Minipla line for the more sturdy, you know, collector-oriented models. We'll take a look at some of those later on. But, so you can see, decent sized. It's definitely going to need some paint. I did end up putting the stickers on it anyways, just because I had a bunch of free time. Since the last time I filmed, we had a bunch of horrible storms. So, spent a lot of time inside in very close quarters, so I didn't have a chance to film. But give me a sec. We're going to try switching it over to robot mode, and we'll see how that looks. Alright, and here is our robot mode. And the nice thing is he's got most of his major joints articulated. You can see at the knees, at the ankles, at the elbows, at the shoulders. And it's a pretty decent sized kit still. My only big complaint is, and this is the case with most of these models, is you have a lot of what I like to call unfinished parts just to keep the cost of the plastic down. You know, they're just kind of hollow. And there's parts like that all over the body. But, you know, I guess if you're really hardcore, like I said earlier, you can try filling that stuff in. I'm not. I have no plans to do that. I do plan on painting them up, though, as I said, when I get home. That's always fun. So, decent sized kit. These are available in the States. I have come across these. Just bear in mind that a lot of the Japanese supermarkets like Seiwa, Mitsuwa, Nijiya, a lot of them tend to also almost double the cost of these. So what might be a 500 yen kit ends up being almost close to $10. I can't speak for any of the Europeans out there, but I'm assuming that there are similar stores as well in your necks of the wood. So, you know, keep an eye out because those expats like to buy stuff from home, especially when they got kids. I know I was in the same situation. With that said, this is Lord Tamerlane with Obscurities and Miniatures saying thanks for watching. Check out some of our other videos, and we'll be back with more. See you later. Bye-bye.